Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. Someone tell the wrist I was never at the hit. I would never get it off my chest. Oh, I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Always stay your bearings. I would never underestimate. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, you don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstated, your thoughts are never everything you wanted when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of the distort. I'ma leave it on the side. You on the Christ when the breath on this set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave, I'ma speak. I'm the sick in the head. Come on, come on. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Tell the wrist I was never at the hit. I would never get it off my chest. Oh, I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Always stay your bearings. I would never underestimate. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off.
S-T-R-O. Yeah.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great color coats.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Houston Texans. Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
What is that? 19! Who that?
First carry for Carlos Hyde. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
This is it. 19. 58. Come on. Time to go night night.
Now a first down throw. Watson. Screenplay. Johnson. A good convergence there defensively. Only a yard, and it's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Watson's throw pulled in by Hopkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A very solid gain of 27. Off of play action, it's Watson. It's complete. Stills. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Watson with a give to Miller. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. An 8-yard touchdown run. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 16.
He's crashing. He's checking crap.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 19-yard line.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray. Complete. It's Johnson. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too.
I got you. Check.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
On the return, Carter. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Watson under pressure again, and down he goes again. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Single. Watch 14. Man, that's trash. That's trash. He's checking.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. He finds his man Johnson. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
Switch up.
Murray now on 1st down. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. 2nd down, Murray sets to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 38-yard line. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 38.
49, check 49, check 49. Shoot. Huh? 64. Swing. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Whip. Watch the whip. Showing it. Kill.
Johnson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
On 2nd and 12, Murray, open man is Kirk, complete. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Watch the twist. Wide. Get wide.
Here's Murray. And he's got Fitzgerald. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Rush in. Check 43.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. He'll try to run it in. Johnson. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Now the former Sun Devil, Zane Gonzalez, for the field goal try. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like that one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Watson throwing quickly to Hopkins. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put him on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Buying time to his left. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 27-yard line.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball. That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Watch the run, watch the run. Check your hot read.
Throwing on second down. Watson, pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. 3rd and long, it's Watson. Got an open man, it's QT. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Well, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Looking to throw on second down. Murray throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Daniels that time, but now it's third down. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Watch the safety creep. He's coming. Double up, go. He's coming, double up. Check, check. Fresno. Go, go. Hey, check mine.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. It's caught inside the 25. A huge play there for Arizona. 55 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Murray. This one caught by Isabella. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards there and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
SOS. No.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack, but he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Murray now, 3rd and goal. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. From 10 yards out, and the Cardinals have taken the lead. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On first down, Watson. Open man, the tight end fails. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Watson looks to throw again. And Stills bringing it in. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson, finding fouls complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Watson now 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. He's got Fuller. Give him 30 yards there.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And, boy, they hit that one.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. Stills the intended target.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Safety's creeping. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Alert 3. Alert. Go. Alert 3. Check 26. Check 26. 41 Mike. 41 Mike. You're not ready.
On 2nd and inches, Murray. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll run it with Johnson.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Gary and Conley, the one to bring him down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 21. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight.
To throw, it's Murray. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Justin Reed. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 Fs for a rookie quarterback.
And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hey, 31! Shit!
Now it's Watson. It's complete. Stills. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now a first down throw. Watson dumping it off for Johnson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. They were trying to erase that deficit in one play.
They certainly were, but how about the reaction time and the instincts back deep to force the incompletion? We might need to mark this one down. We may look back and say, that was a game-saving play.
Watson now going to run the option right, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Now Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Hassan Reddick able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Their timeouts. That'll leave him with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. To throw is Watson. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Set! Come on, get you running. Check 41. Hey, go!
After the turnover, here's Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Hey, alert 3. He's coming. We got double up.
On second down, Johnson. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And sometimes things come together exactly like you want. It's not just been the volume of carries he's had in this contest. It's been the production as well.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Johnson. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Johnson, and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Switch. Save.
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the Texans' 26-yard line.
Check. Watch twist.
Here's Johnson. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Here's a 20th carry for Johnson. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He connected on his first, this from 41. And his kick here is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. One last throw here for Watson. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Cardinals as we say so long from Glendale.